Module. In this we will learn how carbon shares its 4 electrons. So carbon sharing its valence electrons forming covalent bonds. Now what are covalent bonds and what are covalent compounds? Let's see what. So carbon shares its valence electrons forming covalent bonds. And what are covalent bonds? Chemical bond formed by sharing of electrons between two atoms is called as covalent bonding. So when electrons are given and electrons are taken, that bond is called as ionic bonding. So let's see how covalent bonding takes place. If one electron from an atom shares its electron with another electron of a different atom, you can see in the overlapped orbit, or I can say in the intersection, just related to the Venn diagram, the intersection of both the atoms have common elements. So those common elements are the two electrons. Both of them are shared by both of the electrons. So thus a covalent bond is formed. So let's see, is carbon the only element that forms covalent bonds? If carbon was the only element, we wouldn't have a chapter on it. Every non-metal can share its electrons. So all non-metals form covalent bonds. Let's see a few. So formation of covalent compounds. The first one is hydrogen. Now if you know anything about hydrogen, it is the first element making its atomic number 1. That is Z is equal to 1. And if it has 1 electron, its electronic configuration again would be 1. So it has only 1 electron in the K shell, and K's capacity is 2, meaning it requires 1 more electron to attain the stable state. The other hydrogen again has 1 electron. So who will give electron? Will this give electron? Why should it? Will this one give its electron? Why should he do that? It will share electrons. So both the hydrogens want their electrons, so they share their electron. To become stable, one hydrogen atom shares its 1 electron with another hydrogen, making something like this. And in this you can clearly see that a hydrogen has shared its electron with another hydrogen. So the electrons in the overlapped orbit are the electrons which have in both the atoms. So can I say hydrogen, since 2 pairs of electrons, will it? Since total 2 electrons, or I can say 1 pair of electrons are shared, we say that there is a single covalent bond. So a chemical bond formed by the sharing of 1 pair of electrons is called a single covalent bond. Now how do I represent it? Electrons of atoms of the same elements are represented by the same symbol. And this is called a cross dot structure. So you can put either a dot or a cross. Since both of them are the same, we are going to use a dot. And when I show the structural formula, I have to replace these 2 dots with a bond. And every bond is a hyphen like dash. So hydrogen has a bond with another hydrogen, making it stable. So let's learn the second covalent compound, formation of chlorine molecule. Now how does chlorine? What is chlorine? Chlorine is the 17 element, atomic number 17, making 17 electrons. The electronic configuration would be 2, 8, 7. So if it is 2, 8, 7, what will it happen? Will this electron give its 1? Not possible, because it will remain unstable. So to become stable, chlorine shares 1 electron with other chlorine atom. So when it shares that, what happens is this happens. 6 electrons in its outermost shell and 1 electron in the shared shell, and 1 electron of the other one. You can clearly see the red ones are the shared electrons. So 2 over there and 6 over there, 2 over there and 6 over there. Magically both the chlorine atoms became stable. Since I can say only 2 electrons were shared, that is 1 pair. Again, this is an example of a single covalent bond. And how would you show the dot cross structure? Very simple. Both the elements are same. So either a dot or a cross. So 1 dot for chlorine atom, the other dot for the other chlorine atom. And to represent its structural formula, I can say that chlorine is bonded with another chlorine. And because their valencies are 1, that is why there is only a single bond. So that is a trick to learn how many bonds will an element share. Take care. See you in the next module.